our Grow Party. You're going to be hearing from our Grow team from this year and learning more about what past Grow has looked like. All right, so to start off with some virtual norms, most of you have heard these, so if you haven't already, go ahead and take this chance to rename yourself with your name and your pronouns. Make sure to keep yourself muted while others are speaking. Sorry, I just knocked something over on my desk. And make sure to use the raise hand feature if you'd like to say something in the larger group. And as always, feel free to use the chat and reactions to uplift anything anyone else is saying.
Everybody, welcome to our Grow Party. We will be going through the history of Grow and introducing different stories, projects, and memories from past Grow teams. But before we do that, we have a fun community builder for you guys. Saying hello in Burmese. It's pronounced Mingalaba Shin for women, and it's pronounced Mingalaba Kinba for men. I'll start us off, and we can just popcorn it around to whoever hasn't gone. So yeah, let's do it. Mingalaba Kinba Brooke.
Mingalaba Shin Naga.
Mingalaba Shin Joanna.
Mingalaba Shin Simia.
Mingalaba Shin Ariba.
Mingalaba Shin Sona.
Mingalaba Shin Kirthana.
Mingalaba Shin Matthew.
Mingalaba Kinba Noah.
Mingalaba Kinba, and I will popcorn to Jonathan.
Mingalaba Kinba Emma.
Mingalaba Shin Parnika.
Mingalaba Shin Maria.
Mingalaba Shin Sebastian.
Mingalaba Kinba Ajit.
Mingalaba Kinba yeah.
Mingalaba Shin Sona.
Mingalaba Shin Anish.
Mingalaba Kinba Abigail.
Sorry, a lot of background noise, but Mingalaba Shin. Yes?
I can go. Mingalaba Shin Shaylin.
All right, Mingalaba Shin, let's see. Is there anybody who hasn't gone? Zoe. I don't think Zoe's gone.
Mingalaba Shin Maria.
I'll do again. Mingalaba Shin, and I think Emmy has yet to go.
Mingalaba Shin Blessing.
Mingalaba Shin. Is there anybody left?
I think you were the last one, so thank you for ending the icebreaker for us.
Okay.
Awesome.
Yeah, nice job, everybody. Very quick, short icebreaker, but I hope you all enjoyed that. Let's start off with a really quick refresher about what Grow is and its purpose. The Grow internship is meant to strengthen the relationship between our partner SAW and the chapter by collaborating with them on different projects and learning more about our partner. You guys have seen this slide in our first Grow Party last semester, but today we'll be talking about the history going back to the winter of 2012. where our first grow trip started. I think it's the next slide, Maria. And interns learned a lot about the different programs that SAW helped with. In the upper left picture, the 2012 GROW team visited the Assistance Association for Political Prisoners. And this organization presented their work about supporting and advocating for the release of political prisoners in Burma. On the right to that picture, you can see Dr. Kinsaw, who was leading a CHOP workshop in Burmese, and GROW interns had help from Ko Myo, who interpreted from Burmese to English. The CHOP workshop covered many topics: reproductive health, communicable diseases, occupational safety, and how to take medication effectively. On the bottom left, you can see how GROW interns got into action with SAW's mobile medical team. They distributed vitamin A drops, administered deworming tablets, and assisted with Dr. Kinsaw's consultations. And then finally on the right, you can see the 2012 co-president. That was a while ago. She was using her nursing school skills to teach proper hand hygiene to students at the Migrant Learning Center. And then for the 2013 GROW trip, a highlight from there was the Words of Wisdom document. And it was a collection of lessons and recommendations, tips for future GROW teams. They gave various tips and insights into housing, transportation, food, clothing, and more. A few cool tips on food were to always be prepared and bring a jar of peanut butter, go-to food, and to look for ice that has a hole in the middle, meaning that it was store-bought and safe to drink. And when addressing and wanting food to be vegetarian, they said a better way would be to say no meat, no fish. Other tips were to always have a copy of your passport in case you were to get stopped by the Thai police, to be prepared to battle with mosquitoes, geckos, and millipedes, to write down everything that happens, and to leave donations, small donations and thank you notes when visiting different organizations and POPRA. The 2014 GROW team worked on the annual report, which, unlike the current annual report, focused more on what GLOMIT accomplished throughout the year, while the current annual report focuses more on what SAW's programs and projects are. Again, here's a quick refresher about the general goals of the GROW internship, and you'll also see a quick testimonial from that year's GROW coordinator. In 2014, after digging a little bit more into the annual report, you'll see that the campaigns team was able to raise almost $17,000. They also held their first benefit dinner that year. They came up with a lot of creative ideas in fundraising. Some of them were selling homemade puppy chow to students with dogs on campus, selling golf balls as part of a lottery golf ball drop. And the first benefit dinner also had GLOMED's executive director, Maya Cohen, come and talk. And it was also the start of the silent auction. For the 2015 GROW team, we did a little bit about this in the first semester's GROW party, looking into a day of a life of a GROW intern. But back then, they kind of simplified it and presented it back in, I believe in 2015, highlighting their day in the life. So at 8 a.m., everyone would wake up, journal, and get ready. Then around 9, everyone would stop by Casa Mia or the Lucky Tea Garden for breakfast, eating chickpeas and roti. And then around 10, Dr. Kinsaw would pick them up in trucks. Then from 11 to 3, the GROW team would learn more and help SAW staff with workshops in the village of Popra. They would interview community leaders and then eat lunch in the village. Then finally, from 12, they'd return back to the SAW compound, journal, explore on bikes, play volleyball with the SAW students, or for those late nights, drink espressos at Borderline Cafe.
One of the projects for the 2016 GROW team was an interview with the design chair of the mobile medical team, Dr. Hitin Zhang. So I just want to play a quick clip from this interview. I have typed up here a transcript so that you guys can follow along with the captioning, and then we'll just talk a little bit about what it means as part of GROW and as part of SAW as well.
What social and cultural factors influence the effectiveness of the MMT?
Yes, our culture, Burmese culture, is not the same with your Western culture. In our culture, the shamefulness or shyness is an important thing. No, like in our medical field, reproductive health or sex, it's a common topics or the common item. But in our culture, talking about the sex, talking about the reproductive matters, they think it's very shameful. Therefore, in our work, it is very important, and the influence upon our mobile medical team work. Because most of our works are the reproductive health matters. Therefore, we would like to make the trust between the clients and our mobile medical team, and then after we get the trust, we can do the furthermore. Yes. Okay. That's all culture and the social also. Our people didn't want to talk about our personal things, personal matters, trust between them.
I think I might have skipped something.
Don't worry about it. If you you can catch just the end of what he was saying there in the transcript in the chat. But Dr. Tin is one of another major figure at SAW along with ATL that we've done a lot of work with over the course of our partnership. And you can see here the mobile medical team, what they do is they go out to remote regions, they provide healthcare treatment and education to people who may not be able to make it to CHOP workshops and to other SAW facilities. And I just want to stress here the importance of utilizing local excellence and local experts in providing the care that we're trying to support in the region. You can hit the next slide, Maria.